Good afternoon, everybody. Andrew here from William Street Strikers. I'm checking in now just to keep everybody updated as to what's going on. For the guys who follow us quite intently, the Strikers Likers, as I call you guys, you'll know that this week on the 16th, I think, we got our new single out, Stupid Little World. Now that's the final obligatory tub thumping song off this album. It's basically the theme of the tune is it's basically a summation of the whole album, which is a concept album, and that's to do with the travels of a musician or an artist in the Australian music industry. Some might say a thinly veiled autobiographical piece. I've never been brave enough, like a lot of other writers, to say this is definitely me. So I sort of have hidden behind characters and probably done an amalgam of people I've met. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's a documentary or a piece that's entirely me, but it comprises of characters and situations that I've met since I've been in this industry, which has basically been now 40 years. So since 1985, yeah. And so I'm 55 and I started my first band at high school, which was called Obsidian, which was with another Australian artist called Jeb Cardwell and a few other people. And that's when we started gigging and sneaking into pubs 3 years before we were legally allowed to, which would have been 88. And in that time, I would say that I've been through every permutation of what it is to be an artist, in the sense of you have your ups, your downs, your flat times, and it can be a jubilant experience, but it can also has its offsides, because unlike a lot of other industries, it isn't necessarily a meritocracy. So the die can be loaded in this game. For instance, in, let's say, certain periods, when it comes to, say, charts and getting into charts. Now, it's not a well-known fact, but the ARIA charts used to work like this. The majors would pay money to find out where the chart stores are. Now, you'd be surprised, 15 to 20 sales in Australia could amount to what is getting you into the charts. And so I'll explain it like this. A chart store could be a little record store out west and another little one out north, and that's what ARIA would pick as the chart stores. And then whoever was with the major labels, or even the major indie labels, would find out what the chart stores are, and over a week, every day dribble in 2 or 3 people. So between 15 and 20 sales out of these chart stores would make the statistics say that this was the record selling, and then you would get into the charts. And of course, some wise person who may have even invented E equals MC squared said, whoever controls the media controls the mind. So yeah, that's kind of like how the game can sort of be rigged in this situation. And it's the same now, and it has been with getting spins on certain radio stations or that type of thing. So yeah, you could be pulling the most amount of people to a gig or doing sales, and you mightn't necessarily get to where you want to be. And that's sort of hard to cop for some artists, but this game is what it is. And like any game where the stakes are high and there's a lot of passion, that's how you play it. Now, so yeah, getting back to Cabramatta Sunrise and Stupid Little World. This is the track 8 and the final single, and we'll cut that to a 12-inch vinyl because we've been really fortunate this time to really quickly sell out vinyl. It's the first vinyl I've done in this band, which is now 17 years old, and it's our 8th release. And they went quicker than the CDs. I knew coming into this band and creating this that I wanted to run my own race, and so I knew from my other band when I was a teenager, which was Neptune Ollie Shop, to make sure that I kept my data in the sense of every person that I met at a gig or anywhere, I would get an email address or a postal address and curate a small but loyal following, and which has grown over the years. And so that, you know, if you've got sort of 2,000 people that are going to buy your record every time you put it out, as a small business, you know, you've done well, and you've sort of made it in a sense, because, you know, people often wonder, you know, just because you're not sort of like, say, Sizzler, but you're the local pasta shop on the corner, you're still going to be in there. If you're cracking even and doing that, then you're going to be still fighting in the game. And that's why the William Street Strikers have we've kept on keeping on, because of the people who help us out. And we can't sort of couldn't be more thankful for that. So in the next month, we've got a couple of interviews coming out, and we're sort of looking forward to doing that. And the music is now just hitting the radio waves, and we'll see where we go from that. So I'll keep you updated after that.